Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the program Doctor Speak here live at DDK Studio. At this evening's topic, we will be discussing about the COVID prevention and vaccination here with Dr. Rajiv Sarkar and Mrs. Uniki Mauri. Welcome, sir, and welcome, ma'am. Well, they are from the Indian Institute for Public Health here in Shillong, and its role is to strengthen and improve health outcomes through research, education, training, policy and advocacy activities that is relevant to the region and the country. So, Mrs. Mauri, can you tell us something about the novel coronavirus spread? How does the virus spread in this community now, and how is the second wave affecting us in this country at the moment?
Conclusion punya tu kajing kali jampi te unia novel coronavirus ko bangi tip baro abu de bangi khot COVID-19 te kani ka phang ka ba phikali menta ga de bangi lai tip dot baro henre ka long pa don kam bangi nya pen kan mau biang ha kani ka por kumno unia COVID-19 virus ula ban sapriang te kidon likely ki rukom ba ula ban sapriang unia virus ka baningkong e ga de ba kini ki droplets ne kini ki simbo kila jong uni ubrio ne kabrio bara ya kani ka virus kila banwan shong ha kini ki khmat jongi ne ha ka shinter jongi ne ha ukhmat jongi kani ka ju jia man ka por la da nyem deng ya kani ka mas la ne nyem ya dai la dia kata ka long ka baningkong ka baar pat uni virus ula ban sapriang la da ngi ya kendo jan neng ya long closely when we come in contact with an infected person kata ka bamut ladang ya kendo bad ibrio ibalara ya uni virus mo kani ka jujak hamtam ladang ya maintain ya kata ka physical distancing ka ba armita kata ladang ya jantan bad kini kibrio kibara uni virus ti kabalai pade kadai haba ngi kumkta yi ki khmat ne shintur jongi da kini ki khti ki bampat sat dan ne ki bampat sanitize kani kadai ka rukam ban ba uni virus usapriang ti kumnu pat haka community ka jingkali ka ba ade kumnu haka community pade ka ula ban sapriang uni virus ti ha community khamtam habangi let shekini ki jaka ki bakhapnya kum kini ki yo ne ki dukan mo habangi le thiet jinthiet hakini ki jaka kadon very high chance bangila ba uni virus ula ban sapriang hakum kini ki jaka tika baar pat de hakini ki jaka ki balong yap op ne ki bamdon ya ka cross ventilation kata ka bamut bakal air kamla ban rung bat ban mi hakata ka jaka kani ru kum kini ki jaka kala ban yarab uni virus ban sapriang Bat kabalai kalong haki kuwi pat ki jaka kum haki kali ne kum haki public transport ne haki taxi ki bang haka bangi ki khang ki jing khadiet kalong yap op am hapo te hakum kini ki jaka ru virus ula ban sapriang bhang
Kublish bon ko ya jing batai jong phi tingi kwa ban tip khin diat ru ba balai ki brio ki bam pen i mo ya kita ki jing shitom ba yo ina ka COVID-19 ki test positive pat yala dia kumba ni tip menta ki asymptomatic patients mo so the question is here, can people without any signs of symptoms spread the infection?
Ka jubab ya kan ye kalong very clear ba kitu ki brio ki bampen i ya ki dakishin jong unia jong kan ka infection ru ki la ban pen sapriang ya unia ujingpang dia ngasuka ban pen kan mau hang ni bakidon lightly ki concept semua bangi de ban snguthu ma ti ka wei ka de ka incubation period ka wei ka de pre symptomatic period but ka wei ka de symptomatic period dia ka incubation ka period ka de kata ka por ba lada nga yo ya ka infection menta ka sngi kan shimpor yang kumpa san sngi handu hanyo sngi ba nga laban pen i ya kita ki dakishin jong kani ka jingpang mo kata ka de ka incubation period ka baar pare ka badon kam haru bangi de ban sunguthu ka de ka pre symptomatic period ha ka pre symptomatic period kumba shi sngi handu lai sngi ngala shwa bangan pen i ki dakishin jong kani ka jingpang ngala la ban pen sapriang no ya uniu virus kata ke pre symptomatic period ke symptomatic period pada lada de ha ki brio ki balazang ban pen i ki dakishin jong COVID-19 virus ki lazang no ban pen i kata ka jingshit ne ka jingso kriat ne ka jingjir ho bat kumta ter ma dia ka jubab jong kani ka jingkali ka long ba Manu ru na pedeng jengi ngila ban new virus but ngila banum tip namar bang ilong kum kita ki asymptomatics. That means ngem pen I yakino ki dak kishin jong kane ka jingpang. Namar kata ngashkwa ban biang yakane ba ngidei ban consider ya baro bang ngidei kita ki nongra jong kane ka jingpang but ngidei ban kan mau ban le ikini ki lightly ki w kumbalahi ka yangi baro shikata bangin dei ban wear a mask mudeng ki mazungi wash our hands kata ba mud ban sat ki kti jungi daka sabon bat ka kumba at second ni but ka wei pa there watch your distance kata ba mud kan mau ban yeng jinga ni wei pat kumba armita
Kade kong kumbupi ong mupi ba hak du hi ngidon kamban follow hi yaka COVID protocol. Then my next question here is about double masking more. Since we talk about prevention, the one thing that we all understand that to prevent ourselves from getting infected of COVID-19, ngidon kamban deng yaka mask. All right. So what is double masking? Beli ngidon kam mentab hakapor bangi fear second wave. Beli ngidon kam mentab bangin deng arteli ki mask. Why is it that one mask is not enough? More kibat ba kata. And how effective is it in preventing corona virus infection by wearing double mask?
Dia double masking nakataka kentian ngila la ban sung thu ba kamut bangin habdeng arteli ki mask. Tika ek bangi dei ban le hangnya kadai shwa hakaba ka first layer ka baningkong ngidai bandeng ya ka surgical mask nang ta halor jong ka surgical mask pade ngila bandeng yikini ki mask jan mo dia habangi deng yikini ki mask ru ngidai ban make sure ngidai ban pethu ba kanum light air na shorut kata kan ayangi a protection ka ba kumba 85 to 95% kala ban protect yingi nakini ki droplets ni kini ki kini ki sembo ki bala ban wan ban hap ha ka shentur ne ka khmot jungi tikani ka double masking ka don kam ha namar ba ki studies ru ki lapen I ba kani kan yarap ha na benta ban ka ban yada yangi na ka jing sapriang jong COVID-19.
So regarding kani ka jingdeng juki mas mo kum ki kini ki mas ki ba ki pat ba ki pendan kam ambaro ki pendan kam na ka N95. So any suggestions or advice ba pi kwa ban ai ki pat ba lada kalong ka babhane ka basniu ba pendan kam ka ju ka mas wat lada pidan tang ka we ne arteli but pidan kam ban sat ne ban sanitize ya ka N95 mas da pidan pendan kam man kasni.
Dia lada pidan ka N95 mask ka bha pinteng da ka N95 mask Rai lada pimdan ya kata ka N95 mask ru tang ma pidi ban kan mau ban le ka double masking kata ka bamud ka surgical mask halor ka surgical mask da ka mask jan dia nalor kata ru kumban chipen kan mau hi ka di ka personal hygiene hi ka badan kam kata ka bamud ba lada pila pimdan kam ki mask lada pisham ba ki lajhe ne phisham bakila jaing ne ki phila hakashisni phlade hi ban kelyang mo ban kelyang ban sa ikin gi mas bat thadru hasni bat hakas haba phimi biang ban le che ne hayeng hasam da phidon kam ban pendon kam biang pendon kam no de ki mas ki pakhun kata ka badon kam hi ka personal hygiene hi ka badon kam
Kablisibun ka Mauri te ki precautions pat bangi don kam ban shim lada ngi let teaching thiet chabar namar ngi tip menta ba kala hit ikan ka second wave but ka sarkar ka pentip but ka pen national ba ngi don kam tang iwe ibri ban mi na yeng lada ngi don kam ban teaching thiet ban thiet da wai ning hab li trelik ta te ki precautions ki bangi ngi hab shim ken kum ki public citizens mo banya da yala dia na kan ka COVID-19 lada ngi mi na bar yeng ban det don kam
Dia ni baro ngi don kam hi ban let shiki dukan ki ke imo ban let thiet ki tiar kitar ki bang hi don kam hayek tang ba habangi mi ban let thiet jen thiet ru ngi di ban kan mau ban deng ki ma jongi ladang ila apoi honto khmat dukan ru menta bun ki dukan kila arrange hi bangi di ban maintain ya kata ka distance ka ba 2 meters sobha ban ya maintain ya kata ka distance nang tapat dia persang kat bala ban yeng haki jaka ki balong open spaces mut ki bam khap nya mo lada empat dei ka pali jong pi ban rung hadukan nai pat rung hadukan long ki ba yaisha ban up ya ka pali jong pi ban rung hadukan anda larung hadukan ru persang kat ba phila ban num khta ye ki tiar ki ba phim don kam ban thiet mo nang tapat dia sho ba phin rung hadukan ru bon ki dukan ki labu ye ki la ki jong ki sanitize ki khti le jong anda phila mi ru ban sanitize ki khti le jong nang ta pada masin poi he yeng phidi ban yakan mau ba ban sa jala ki khti daka bat ka sabon kumba atho second e kini ki deki precautions khindiat ki ba phidi ban kan mau la da phile shabar le thiet jen thiet ne haki nabenta ki nuki kam.
Okay, Khubli Shibun Kongmauri, and now we are going to have a conversation with Dr. Rajiv Sarkar, who's a medical expert and an associate professor at the Indian Institute for Public Health. So, sir, we all know that in these testing times of the second wave of the corona outbreak in our country, we have a lot of misconceptions about the vaccine, about the coronavirus infecting many different people. So, according to you as a medical expert, why do people get tested negative and then later come out as positive? So can you explain us that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it can happen because of various reasons. One of the reasons being the fact that if we test too early on in the disease progression, for what Kong Uniki was mentioning, that you have this incubation period. If we test very early on in the exposure and there is very low levels of virus detected, then it is possible that people may test negative. It could also be that when the sample was taken from a particular site which didn't have enough number of virus at that point, that could be one reason. Sensitivity, specificity of the test, not every test is 100% sensitive, or in other words, not every test can pick up infections 100%. That is another reason. So these are the different reasons that it could happen. Typically what is said in terms of the time when we can best be able to detect is about 2 days before the symptoms start, when symptomatic patients, to 1 day after the symptoms start, because that is where the peak virus load is there. So that is probably the best time when we can get more sensitive result.
All right, sir. So what you're actually saying is that people need to wait for maybe 5 to 6 days for the symptoms to develop, and if so, they should take precautions and go for another retest?
Yes, I mean, from the time of exposure, what we currently know is that the median incubation period, which means that from the time of the exposure to development of symptoms, at about 50% of the people is around 5 days, which is roughly give or take a week. And we would start transmitting the virus. We could infect other people a few days before that, 2 to 3 days before that. So of course, the moment we know that we have come in contact with someone who is positive, we should immediately start taking precautions. That is one, to kind of self-quarantine ourselves and get tested, so that we would potentially even if we are infected, we could transmit it to the least number of people. Of course, there is a large number of asymptomatic people. What we are hearing is that it could be as much as 70% of the people who are infected may not have developed signs and symptoms, or may develop very low-grade symptoms which are non-specific, which we may not be able to find whether they may not be able to identify that they have the disease. So it is always good for all of us to consider ourselves as asymptomatic carriers and maintain the precautions, put on a mask, double masking, or an N95 mask, whatever works, and maintain the social distancing and follow hand hygiene, so that we can protect ourselves as well as our near and dear ones.
All right. So, Ms. Mauri, I just want to ask you this question also. Is it safe to take other medical care from health facilities during this time?
Ti kaniru ka de ka we ka phang bangi de ban sung tho bha bangim de ban shap tieng mo la dangi don kino ki we pat ki jingpang kom ka BP ne ka shini ne ka nu ka jingpang ba hakata ka por phisngo ba phidon kam ban let sha hospital ne phidon kam ban phoni doctor jong phimo ba phistam wadnum arta tien ban let sha hospital namar ki hospital jungi ki lapen khre kumno ban yadai phi mo nakataka ban yo yu tau COVID-19 virus te ki don ki triage system nang ta pa de ki don ki isolation system namar kata wadnum arta tien lada piso ba phidon kam ban let hospital ban let shimda wai ne ban let sumare kanu pat ka jingpang so bha wadnum arta tien let ki hospital ban yo ya ka medical help ba phidon kam.
My question to you, Dr. Rajiv Sarkar, we say that vaccination is the only solution to COVID-19. So what are the different types of vaccines available in India and Meghalaya at the moment?
So in Meghalaya, what is available is the Covishield vaccine, which is manufactured by the Serum Institute of India. It is a viral vector vaccine, which means that it uses another virus which is harmless, which is when injected into the body, which cause the same set of reaction by the body as it would, and then that would produce what is called as an antibodies. There are other vaccines also available, such as the Covaxin, which is manufactured by Bharat Biotech. It is a killed vaccine. And then also is Sputnik V, which is manufactured in India by Dr. Reddy's laboratory, which is also another viral vector vaccines. So these are what is available in India as of now.
All right, sir. So what about the misconceptions about the vaccine? As a medical expert, can you clear us all from these doubts that people are having at the moment?
Well, I mean, these vaccines are harmless. They have been tested in thousands of volunteers, and also, they are now being administered throughout the world, millions and millions of doses. And what we have found is that they are safe. There's very few side effects, mostly mild, and also they are quite effective, especially if we take the full vaccine schedule, which is 2 doses, in preventing infection, hospitalization, and death.
So why do we need to take 2 doses of vaccine instead of just 1? That is a question that many people are also wondering at the moment.
Yeah, 2 doses of vaccine is because what happens is when we give the first dose, it enters the body, and the body recognizes it as something which is foreign and produces a immune response against it. This is what we call as a priming dose. It kind of, the body first time detects it, but it may not be, the body may not produce enough antibodies to be able to ward off the future infection. But when we give another dose, which is what is called as a boosting dose, that creates that level of antibodies which the body can then use to be used to kind of ward off future infections, and the immunity is also lasting. That is why we usually need 2 doses.
And also people should understand that even if they get vaccinated, they should always follow COVID protocol, right? To wear a mask and sanitize their hands.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of times what we think is that, after we have taken 1 dose and, within a few days we feel that we are protected, which is not. As I just mentioned, first dose is usually a priming dose, which doesn't offer us adequate protection. It confers some protections, but we still need to follow the COVID appropriate behavior, such as wearing a mask, maintaining social distancing, hand washing, and hand hygiene. Even after we have taken the second dose, we have to wait for a couple of weeks before our body is, the vaccine starts working in its optimal capacity, where we can say that we have developed adequate protection for us to ward the infection.
So, Doctor, I want to ask you this question about the coronavirus strains. How many novel coronavirus strains are there in India right now with the hit of the second waves, and can these vaccines provide immunity in these different strains? Yeah,
so there are many strains which are circulating. I mean, there is this which is what is commonly circulating is B1.1.7, which is what is seen in is considered to be the cause of the second wave. And then there is a UK variant which is also circulating, which was initially circulating actually, and a South African variant which has also been reported. But mostly the second wave is from B1.617, and as far as the current knowledge goes, that the vaccines that is available in India, especially the Covishield and the Covaxin, are known to be effective against this particular strain of virus.
All right, thank you, Dr. Rajiv. My question is to Ms. Mowry now. Why do we need 2 doses of the vaccine? Why is it important?
Kung la kran isa mentan mo i labatay baling idon kam yung first dose bad yung second dose. Uni first dose udan kabang ikot ka priming of the immune response kata ka long ba anda u vaccine ula rung hapo ka medjungi uyarap ya ka medjungi ban penmi ya kita ki antibodies mo ti kita ki antibodies ha ka medjungi ki longkum ki ban syong no ki sipai mo ki arab kini ki antibodies ki de ki sipai ba yarap ya ka medjungi ban ya le persya ya uni u virus kata kadai ha ka first dose por bepshim ya kani ka first dose ka ikabajia kadai priming of the immune response ka bamut ka pensdang ya kata ka antibody reaction mo kaya rap ban ya li persya yu virus baling idon kam ban shim yu second dose uni second dose pada udan ya ka bangi khat kum ka memory response mo ka kata ka bamut ba kani kamet jengi da ka ba ayu second dose kan la ban kan mau ya uniu COVID-19 tang man chu ong na ban pen sung thu langi ki wei ba kamet jengi kan mau ba ka dur jo new COVID-19 ma kala ban kan mau ti da kani ka first dose but second dose kan la ban ai yangi ka protection ka ba ne ka jingya da ka ba kham khlan ma kala ban pen mi iki antibodies da la da pen mi iki antibodies pede kara yarap ya ka met jengi bangin kan mau ya ka structure ne ka identity jo new COVID-19 pala lada hadin ngi yo ek infection ni lalong ban ready ban ya le persha ya uniu virus.
Kubli kong tia ka question jangan next ka bangi kwatip ba is it necessary yikidiki patients suffering from COVID-19 bikin yo ya ka vaccine hadin bikila dep contract ya ka jingpang but lanu when can you get vaccinated post COVID-19?
It is necessary mod ka pidei ban shim yo uni vaccine wala pila yo ya kanika COVID-19 infection ru kadei ya pi ban shim yo uni vaccine tang ba pidei ban up hado lai banai mo hado da pila jam da kila aja lut kini ki symptoms jong pi ne pila jam ha kumba lai banai hadin kata pila ban shim yo uni vaccine.
So chubut la dep kata ka time period jun ki mo bekila jam na kan ka jingpang ti in order for them beki kwa banchim vaccine ki don kam ban pentep shaka health department shwa or they can just go and register
ngam the tip ha kan maybe sir can help too but when they recover from the from COVID-19 infection they do get a follow up from the health worker and probably they also get a certificate temod dakila jab na karne ko COVID-19 namar ki shille follow up ki health workers de ki ju follow up ki health workers but dakila jam ki ju yo karne ka certificate tingat harai dakatu ka certificate kan ya rab ye ki ban proof kan bakila jam ya karne COVID-19 but hadin lai bana ki la ban chim ya ka vaccine.
That's why it is important kalong ka badan kam ye ki brio ki bala dab yo ya karne ka jingpang ki bala jam na karne ka jingpang COVID-19 rupa ki don kam ban let banyo ya ka vaccine mo. My next question is that is there a possibility to get COVID-19 after being fully vaccinated?
Yes, there is a possibility that you can still be infected with COVID-19 even after 2 doses of the vaccine. Kata kabamud ba ngi dang la banyo ya ka ni ka COVID-19 infection ladang ila adap ai ardos jong u vaccine ru. Kania namar kadai ba mdan u vaccine haduk menta ubalong 100% effective mod ubala aban ai 100% ban protect yangi kan ban yada yangi mo ti namar kata ngide ban bu ha ka jingmut jengi ba watla ngi layo baro atli ki dose jong unu vaccine ngide hi ban follow yakini precautions baro kumbangi lahi kai nakapor sakapor pat namar ba kadan kai bangi ngi jukhat kum ka breakthrough infection kini ki breakthrough infection ki long ba watla ngi layo ya kani ka vaccine baro ardos hidang dan ki iris ne I chance iba khandiat bangila banyo ya kani ka infection namar kata ngi kadiga jingkit clear jing iwe pe iwe nangi bangi di ban follow yakini ki precautions baro watla ngi la long fully vaccinated.
Yeah, and just to add one more thing is that even though breakthrough infections are known and we have had some reports of breakthrough infections, as far as the latest data is concerned from the government, from the India is concerned, the breakthrough infection, the prevalence or the percentage of people having breakthrough infection among the vaccinated is very low. It is less than 1% for both Covishield as well as Covaxin. So again, to reiterate the fact that the vaccines have largely seen to be really quite effective in preventing infection and definitely severe disease and hospitalization, and so we need to really be aware of that.
So yes, that is what we have to understand. The vaccine is not 100% can cure the patient, but we need to understand that it acts as a shield to prevent a person suffering from COVID-19 in case of severe infection from getting severe infection. Kala kanika vaccine kala banyadaya pi lada pi yo kanika COVID-19 kala banyadaya pi naka jing shitam jur. But kamnum yalam ya pi chaka jing yap but kadang la ban pinyo kanika vaccine kadang la ban sumar ya pi kibri kadang la ban treat ya pi but pidang la ban jambiang naka ni kadi kamtane. Thank you, sir. So my next question is to Dr. Rajiv. I want to ask you this question. How come the COVID-19 vaccines have been developed so early within a year and being administered to the people worldwide? Because compared to other vaccines, it takes years to develop. But why the COVID vaccine so early within a year?
Yes, because of various reasons. What is important to understand is that the research on COVID vaccine is not, although we say that this is a novel virus, there are other viruses which has resemblances to this virus. For example, the SARS and the MERS virus, and we know about the SARS pandemic which happened in 2004 globally. So some of the work that has been done for SARS and the MERS viruses has been used in terms of the COVID vaccine development. That is number one. And number two, also this vaccine saw unprecedented amount of funding and unprecedented amount of interest in able to push this through. So what had happened is the drug development, the pharmaceutical companies were also able to actually do a lot of things parallelly. For example, normally what happens in a vaccine development phase is we have this preclinical studies, and then we start with phase 1, which is a smaller study on human volunteers, and then we do phase 2 and phase 3, which is a larger study on safety and efficacy, before we get the necessary approvals and then the vaccine development could start. But in this case, what had happened is, while these studies were going on, the preclinical phase 1 and phase 2 studies, because the governments had already committed to procuring vaccines, should there be availability of vaccines, the manufacturers could also start manufacturing the vaccine. So these things happened parallelly, and hence what happened is the vaccine development was fast-tracked. Also, we have heard about the Pfizer and the Moderna, for example, which is an mRNA vaccine. This mRNA platform was already there, so they adapted it. So these things happened quite quickly, and hence these fell in place, and so we were able to have a vaccine which within such a short period of time. Nevertheless, and also the fact is that when we started initially, then they didn't think that this would happen so fast. So all the things fell in place in a way.
So, sir, just one question I need to ask you. How is the second wave, why, in fact, is the second wave more deadly than the first wave? And what is COVID mutation? Can you explain to us?
Yeah, as I was mentioning, that there are, different strains which circulate. And what is known is that, if you circulate, the virus is muted. That's a natural phenomena of the virus. So what has happened is this B1.6.7, which is the predominantly circulating virus, at least what is known from the genome sequencing data in India, it's also been designated by the World Health Organization as a virus of a variant of concern. There is initial preliminary reports suggest that this may be a bit more transmissible, and also the disease. It is also causing a bit of a more clinical disease than what was there in the earlier phase of the epidemic. So that is one thing, but there is lots more to be done in terms of studies. These are all preliminary studies, and we need to really do, because knowledge is evolving also quite fast with this particular virus. That is one thing, and the second thing also is the fact that what happens, and this is the nature of any kind of an infectious disease transmission, especially a respiratory diseases. If you bring people in together, people who are infected and people who can get the infection or vulnerable, then the transmission will happen. So once movement happens, people come and go, then this transmission happens. So, and also there is something that we have also heard in terms of a fatigue. Like for example, because of wearing mask and all that, after a certain time people feel a bit fatigued. So we also let our guards down a bit. I think all of these contributed to this rise in the cases that we are seeing now in the second wave. So hopefully, with this complete lockdown in East Khasi Hills district and the restrictions in Meghalaya, we will in the next few days or a week or so, you'd start seeing a decrease in the cases.
All right. Thank you for that explanation, sir. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back.
Kajing ay ketika aku kat kentai na kebenta kat pra hadu sop sausnya Jakarta. Banyo ya ketika ningkong pidan kampan penrung kerteng yala dia ha ke website jongka Covid kumno bapin penrung kerteng. Ningkong lej ha ke website jongka covid.gov.in. Pilaru ban penrung kerteng yaladi naka rogya setu app. Hadien ba pila lej hakakowen.gov.in ayu number phone jongpi bat sa klik ban yo yau OTP number. Nangta sa ayaw tu number OTP bat sa klik ban pensisya bat kani kansesna ya ka account ka jongpi. Kababuat kalong type ya ka kerteng ka jongpi kerta bat sa jiet kentai nation rang. Na kabenta ka jing pensisya type ya ka kerteng ka jongpi kumba kalong ha ka epic driving license lani kanu ka kod jing pensisya ka ba pila jiet ha ka sinduk ka bahapo. Pidon kam banra yaki ID ki jongpi hakapor ba pilaj panshim yakatika. Nangta sa pendrung ru lada pidon kinu ki jing shitam kumbala batai haka website jong katanat ka kod kakia. Lada pidon ki jing shitam pidon kam ban yo yaka certificate na u doktor uba sumar yapi. Pila ban pendrung kerteng yaki bahaying ru kumni. Hadien ba piladap ban pendrung yak kerteng sa klik pat hakabato schedule appointment. Nangta bu saya kasni ba pilit ay yakatika. Sajid yakajela district bat open code. Habab hilaknyon how search pin salap yaki kerteng jongki jaka ki badon hajan jongpi. Pin la ru ban yo iya ka jingdon jongki dawai haman kawai ka jaka ai tika. Hadien ba pila dep ban yon haka ba tho book. Pin sahab ban pensisya sashisin haswa ba pin pintikana ya kasni ba pin len. Hadien ba pila dep semua bahapan pulih banyak ia ke jing batai ki bala ai hang tu. Kinma, pila ban penrung kerteng na ka bentas saungun da ka ba pendon kam da uju upun number. Sa lockout hadin ba pila dep. Lada jia ba pimla ban poi syaki jaka aitika ha kapor ba pila ban bu biang pat ha kawai kasni.
Welcome back to the program. I'm here with Dr. Rajiv Sarkar and Mrs. Mauri from IIPH. So we're already in the second wave of the coronavirus, and more than 2 lakhs of Indians in our country are dying every single day. Our loved ones, our family, our friends or strangers. So at the moment, Dr. Rajiv, I want to ask you this question. Could we have prevented the second wave in our country? Or was it there in the first place that we knew it was coming?
There were some signals. For example, we were seeing cases were being reported early on in the month of March, I think, from some parts of the country where they were seeing a spike in the cases. There has also been some modeling studies that was done that was tracking the pandemic, which had also kind of given signals that there could be a surge. I think the degree of the surge in terms of the number of cases was something that was a bit unexpected, to be very frank. We didn't expect that it will be such a high number of cases. That is definitely because probably because of a higher transmissibility and other things, which we will know in the due course of time, where there is a lot of data that is still being analyzed. So it's a bit early on for me to say something definitively in terms of that. But that was one thing, and also largely also to do with the fact, as I was mentioning earlier, that we developed some sort of a pandemic fatigue in ourselves. We somehow also let our guards down a bit. We became a bit complacent in terms of mask wearing, in terms of following the protocols, although we were constantly reminded of it. Some of us thought that this is not that important, and and unfortunately that is in a way I guess we're also kind of paying a price for that. So immunity have not got enough percentage of the population who are immune to the virus, who would not get infected, who are no more vulnerable. then we could have future waves of the pandemic also coming, because that's how the pandemics or epidemics work.
So can you explain to us a little about herd immunity?
So what does herd immunity say is that, so one is, when I take a vaccine, I protect myself in terms that I do not get the disease myself. But what herd immunity means is there is an indirect protection to the community as a whole when a certain percentage of people gets vaccinated. For COVID, we are seeing about, what we are saying is about 70%. And this herd immunity can come either by vaccination or by natural infection. We would prefer vaccination because natural infection would mean a lot of death and devastation. So what it does is, when there is a person who is infected, who can transmit the disease, then that person has to come in contact with someone who could be infected by the disease, right? Because there are three things that is required in terms of an infectious disease transmission. One is someone who has the infection, who can transmit the infection onto another person. The other is availability of a sufficient number of people who are vulnerable, who can get infected if they come in contact with a person who is infectious. And the second, of course, is the means through which the transmission happens. In this case, the air, the aerosol or the droplet infection that we are talking about. So what is herd immunity is, what we do is we reduce the number of vulnerable people by vaccination, let's say. So when you vaccinate a sufficient number of people, the chance of an infectious people coming in contact with a vulnerable person reduces considerably. And it reduces to the level where the virus is not transmitted that well and that frequently, and that would cause a reduction in the number of cases and the lowering of the wave of the cases.
Okay. Alright, tia kong mauri pila ban batai kendiat ya ke ibi doktor ila explain mentan dak kasi.
Tia Dr. Rajiv mentan ila ban batai ke kata ka herd immunity mo. Tia nanti persang ban batai ya kani haki kentian ken ban kam ngin sung thu lang. Tia sya bangin crunch phang ka herd immunity ngi di ban sung thu kidan lightly ki ngin chong ki components mo ba nabenta u virus ba unla ban sapriang. Kata kawai uday uta u infectious agent mud uta uba ra yakane ka jingpang uba ar pade uday uta uba ubrio ni ka brio uba la banyo yakane ka jingpang but balai pade kade kata mode of transmission, but kumha kane in this case of COVID-19 virus mode of transmission kade kata kal air ne kita ki droplets ne kita ki simbo ki ba hair hapo ka le air mo tika kane ka herd immunity kamut ba kadai bandan kata ka ban ong no ka ban wan no ha pedeng jongkinia mo kala kabala ban pendu no ya kata ka transmission nauta ubara ya kata ka infection syakita pade ki bamdan mo dia hakum kane ka scenario jungi kadai u vaccine haba one uni vaccine ula ban interrupt no ya kata ka transmission mo dia ka herd immunity kamut ba ladang ilala ban vaccinate ni ilala ban ayu ni injection syakita ki brio kata ka kumba ka percentage ka balabiang mo bangin ensure ba kani ka infection kamnum la shu ban spread na uta u bara ya ka infection chiki weipan kata kalalong ka level ba ka herd immunity mo kata ka bamut sufficient vaccination to a point ba kalalong sufficient kalabiang ya ka ni ka population ba uni u jingpang unum la shu ban spread chiki weipat mo takadaw ngin hab ban persang ba ngin vaccinate as much as we can mo bakan poi ka community bakan reach the maximum in the population bangin ensure ba kani ka infection kanum la shu ban spread na uwe ubrio shaki weipat kandon ka interruption
dia yakani regarding yakani ka vaccination mo shkatli khandiat ngitip bagi brio ki di ban long kap prasnem chaneng ban la ban yo uni vaccine ti hakalyang jong pila ban batai khandiat bale ki khlung ki khna kimpat la ban chim yakani ka vaccine ti nadu ningkong ding iladon kani ka jingsung thu ba kitu ki barang ba ne kitu ki badon ne ki comorbidities kum ki ne ki weipat ki jajingpang kum ka BP ne ka shini ne kinu ki jajingpang
ki long ki kham ka risk bakin yo ya ka ni ka infection but ka risk bakin yo ya ka jingpang ka ba kham shitam ka khamjor haki mo ni te bagi khlung ru ki shedan hi ka ta ka risk bakin yo ki infection kham tam ki infectious disease ki ba yong clear ki ke tang ba ki khlung pa de ka ta ka risk bakin yo ka jingpang ka ba kham shitam ka kham duna ban habang ye nu jor ha padeng ju ki khlung ki khna bat ha padeng ju ki tu ki balarang ba ne ki tu ki bala don lupa ki be ki judging pang ka res ha ki khlong ka long ka khamduna namar kata kani ka vaccine menta ngila ki ka government hi kala aila choi ki khna ki rangba ki ba class nam shjong bat ki ba handu 100% nam shjong rukum jo tie ka wei pat ka phang khang ni ba di ban su thu ba ki vaccines handu menta ba ki test ba ki la test bet ha ki rangba pat dadon kita ki data ne ki research bangila ban pentikna ba ki la test ki haki khna ru tang ba kat kum ka jingsu thu bat ki report na ki research bat ki scientist mo kan sedon hi ki vaccines ba ki la ban develop na benta ki khlung ru ki ba ki khna ki ba khat pras nam shapo ru kum jo tang ba handuk menta ka kenti ngimpat don ya kata ka information ban IP
so kala bandan ka chance but in the future kila ban develop ya ka vaccine na bataki khlung khana publish bun komari so back to you Dr. Rajiv so at this point would you say that the lockdown has really helped the country or is it just the one thing that has helped us has the lockdown been helpful or is it just one of the many things
So the purpose of the lockdown is basically to slow transmission by ensuring that people do not come in contact with a lot of people. In other words, what happens is, as I was mentioning, that if normally what happens is we go out, we meet a lot of people, we come across a lot of people and we really do not know, as again we are mentioning during this program, that because of the asymptomatic and pre-symptomatic transmission, we really do not know who is infected. Even the person who is infected may not know that the person is infected. So what does a lockdown do is basically it restricts movement. In a way, it reduces that contact between an infectious and a vulnerable person. That is what it does, and it would slow the spread of the infection in the community. But again, it is not an alternative for us not following the COVID appropriate behaviors. Even the lockdown is not going to be indefinite, it is going to be lifted at some point in time. After that, we also need to ensure that we do follow the COVID appropriate behavior, and even within this lockdown, if we are going out, because we do have to go out of our houses to buy essential commodities, fruits, vegetables, food and other things, sometimes even medicines. We do follow the COVID appropriate behavior, and we do not say that to ourselves that oh, nobody is there in the street, we are safe and other things, because we do not know when we would come in contact with another person who could also be infectious, and so that is something that we have to keep in mind.
Yes, doctors. So what about a person suffering from COVID-19 who is being isolated at home and maybe who needs oxygen to breathe? All right, so what are the ways of using oxygen tanks? Because most people have talked about this infection of black fungus, being infected in COVID-19 patients. So can you clear all doubts with that and explain to our viewers what is the most important thing on how to take care on yourself regarding, what can I say, to prevent yourself from being further infected severely?
So I think, in general, I think, keeping hygiene is very important. The oxygen tank, what is at least initial, this thing is, it's usually the humidifiers. We have to clean the humidifiers on a regular basis, use clean water for that. Also, sometimes we do, the doctors do prescribe steroids, and we have to take it under medical supervision. We have to be, careful of that. And if people have, pre-existing kind of an immune suppressant disorder like diabetes or for example cancer, that can result in an immune suppression, and the black fungus. The fungi are the black fungus or mucormycosis is in the environment. The fungus is in the environment, and it affects usually people.
So it's nothing new.
There is nothing new.
So
it is there in the environment. It has always been there, except that the diabetes or immune compromised people are more likely to be affected, and these steroids also causes in terms of immune compromise. So some of the treatments that is used does cause it. So I think it is good to be hygienic, to keep to be conscious of the fact that we need to keep our surroundings clean, and also in terms of our masks and other things, try to change the masks as soon as it gets soiled, as soon as it gets dirty, so that to kind of reduce the risk.
So, Doctor, why have the variation in the dosing intervals of COVID vaccine changed from 6 to 8 weeks to 12 to 16 weeks?
Yes, I mean this is quite scientific actually. This is based on really hard evidence and data. So there was an analysis done where they looked at the dosing schedule for the so as we know that this is only for Covishield, by the way. So Covishield is what is globally is the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, and they have analyzed the data from different countries, where they found that if you give 2 doses within a 6-week interval, the vaccine efficacy is actually around 55%. Whereas if you increase the interval to 12 or more weeks, which is what the government of India has now recommended, the vaccine efficacy goes to more than 80%. So there's a leap from 55 to 80%. And that was really taken into consideration. The paper came out sometime a couple of months back, and that was taken into is one of the things I think which was taken into consideration when they increased the dosing schedule.
Alright, so kung mauri pila ban batay ngi haka kentien kasi balay ba ya kani ka vaccine por ngishim ning kong ngidon kam tang hapadeng jo kani henriu hadu pratayo banginyo eka second dose but mentang ngidon kam ban up hadu khat ar hadu khat henriu tayo.
Ti kani ka change mo ka bakilaya pen kila change na ya kani ka dosing intervals kade ki base na ki na scientific data mo kila you kadon kata ka people ka balami ka balaya rap ya ngi ba dia ka government ban snguthu ya ka hakanu ko por ba ngila banyo ya kata ka jingyada ka bakhamba mo ti ningkong ka de ha ka interval mut ka jingya pher ka di bandai hinrio handu pra tayo tamba menta kila pen pher no shaka country country mo ti kani ka dei ba ki kani ka jingwat banya ka alap ba lada ka dei tang hendriu tayo ka jingya pher kani ka jingya da ka dei tang kumba 100% mo hendri lada pa dei ngi penjlan ngi le shadu kam ka country khara handu country tayo ka jingya da ka 100% Tikani ka jingpenya pher kladi ba gilale bhai kata ka research pat kalawan bha ke data kalawan bha na kini ki scientist ki balai pet bhai kani but ki syampa lada ngi penjlan kani ka jingada kan khambha ka 100%.
Alright, so ke ngakaman clear phi ba ladang ladip shim ka vaccine ko bangila ya kren mo ningkong ngidon kam bangin hap follow hi ki precautions ki jingya diala di ti pila ban batai chi ki viewers jo ngi mo ba ladang ladip shim ka vaccine ru ki precautions ki jingya da bangidang don kam bangin bot ya kanika covid protocol ban lat na kanika jimpang
ti tang ban chupan kan mau biang ba unia u vaccine umdei 100% effective mot kan dan bai ka risk bangila banyo ya infection hadian bangila adab ai atli ki dose jong u vaccine ru kania namar ba u vaccine utre kam ba ula banya rap yangi ba ula ban penduna ya kan ni ka risk ne ka chance bangila banyo ka infection ka baning kong ya ka baar pa de u vaccine unya rap ru yangi ba ladang yo ka infection lada kumno yo ka infection unya rap yangi ba unya da yangi na ka ba yo ya ka jingpang ka ba kham shitom ne unyarap ru yangi ban light naka jingyam but kaba lai ka long ba uni vaccine umyarap tang yanga ba dia phi marui henrei ru ula ban yada ya ki bhaying bhasam jungi ki family members jungi but ru ya ka community but ya ka ri ba ka jajban ri hi jungi barokawai tikini ki lai tliki phang bangi di ban kan ma kumno uni vaccine uyarap yangi ti habang hiladap ongpat ya kata ngidi ban kan mau bala dang hiladap ai atli ki dose jong vaccine ru ngimde ban shim sting ya kan ngide hi ban follow kita ki precautions mo ti ban chupan kan mau ki to ki lightly ki w kar baningkong kade wearing of mask kataru ka double masking mangide bandeng atli ki mask ka we ka surgical mask halo jokata ka mask jan ru ka long hi ban ngide ban pentikana bakanum lal air narut mo tianang ta pada ba ar ka di washing of hands kata ban sat yikiti da ka sabon bat ko kamba at ho second ni ne ban sanitize yikiti jungi bat ka balai ka di ban watch our distance kata ka bamun ngidi ban ya pencengai iwe na iwe pan kumba ka distance ka ba ar meter tikini lightly ngidi ban yai kan mau ladang ila ada ban ai ki atli ki dose jong ka vaccine ru inum de ban shim sting ngidi ban shimi kini ki jingket clear.
So, Dr. Rajiv Sarkar, I want to ask you one thing. Since we're discussing about vaccination, the government is telling us that everyone should get vaccinated for its safety. But for a normal person, that is easy. We all can understand that. But we hardly talk about those people suffering from addiction. Alcoholics and drug addicts, they are entitled to take the vaccine. They are, of course, citizens. So what are the do's and don'ts for these addicts before taking and after taking the vaccines to prevent them from getting withdrawal symptoms? Because we know that they cannot indulge in any alcohol or in any drugs after taking the vaccine or even before taking the vaccine. So what is your advice to them?
I mean, the advice is this, that it's the stoppage, and I'll talk specifically of alcoholism, because there has been these media reports which say that that you cannot take alcohol for 1 month or some, which is actually not correct. Of course, you need to stop your alcohol for a few days after vaccination, and for at least a day before you take your vaccine. And if you find that this is really difficult, then the only request is, please go consult your physician, consult your doctor, and there are medications which your doctor can give for you to take care of it during this interim period. And it shouldn't stop someone from getting vaccinated, because the alternate is basically to say that I am willing to take the risk of getting infected with COVID and having the consequences of that, which we know what it is.
So to vaccinate aggressively, I guess, is the only solution to this problem in our country. But until today, we are not in a position to wrap up vaccination overnight, sadly. So the fear is, with the hit of the second wave at the moment, it could affect children and young parents, expecting mothers. So they're very vulnerable to, they're a very vulnerable group at the moment, especially looking at the senior citizens as well. So what do you think should be done in this situation?
So I think the vaccination that had come up was done in a phased manner, and that was also a lot to do with the risk groups. In a way, if we look at the COVID, and if we look at how COVID affects people, we know that the people who are elderly, above 60 and who has comorbidities are the ones who are most vulnerable. Now we also know that people above 60 are also more likely to have comorbidities. And of course, the healthcare workers and the frontline workers are at a higher risk, because unlike us who can sit in the comfort of our home, even during this lockdown, the healthcare workers have to go to work. Many doctors, nurses, and people working in hospitals do come in contact with the COVID people, so the risk is very high. And that's why the initial round was on the healthcare workers and the frontline workers, and then above 60, because as I had mentioned, because of the comorbidities and because of the fact that the disease is most likely to cause severe disease in that age group, the proportion was higher. And then it came to 45, and now we are seeing between 18 and 45 as also the vaccination has opened up. In terms of the children, what the current data at least suggests is that yes, the children can get infected, but the chance of them developing a severe disease is quite low. And that is why predictably they have not been included in the group in the vaccination schedule for now. That is number one. And also number two is a majority of the studies that has been done globally in terms of the vaccine effectiveness has mostly been done in the adult population, 18 and above. So we really do not know how well the vaccine works, what could be potential issues with the vaccine in the pediatric, in the child population, which is now being studied. I think Covaxin has now started doing, or they have applied for doing trials in the in the adolescent age group. So, once those data start coming in, then we'll have a better idea about how the effectiveness is. So for now, I think because of the fact that the older you are, at least with this COVID, the older you are, the more higher chances of someone having a severe disease. So having this age group seems to be pertinent actually.
All right, Doctor. So before we end this program, this is just one last question I would like to ask to the both of you. So what is your advice to the public and also the viewers watching this program? What is your advice regarding vaccination, and why we should not believe in all the nonsense that is being spread through social media about COVID vaccination? So can you please just explain to us about that?
From the vaccination, my only sincere advice to all our viewers here would be that please look up in information which is in terms of trusted sources of information, like the World Health Organization, the ICMR, or the Health Department of the Health and Family Welfare Department of the Government of Meghalaya, because that is where the verifiable informations are put out. So that is one. In terms of what to do, very simple. At this current situation, with the number of cases that we are seeing, with the rise in the cases, stay at home as much as possible, unless there is an absolute necessity to travel, to go out and do some things. Please do not venture out unless absolutely essential. If you are going out, please wear a mask. If you can wear an N95, great. If not, double masking is quite effective in most cases. So please mask up, wear a double mask, a surgical mask first, and then on top of it a cloth mask. And then also maintain the social distancing, wash your hands, the usual things that we have been saying. Avoid crowded places, avoid congregations, avoid gathering together as much as possible. That, and of course try to stay in a well ventilated place, stay outdoors if you have to. If you're sitting in a room with few people there, keep the doors and windows open so there is cross ventilation. Ventilation is quite important. These are the things, and please again sign up for the vaccination, and whenever it is available, do go and take it. As we have been mentioning multiple times here, that vaccine is quite safe and quite effective even against the currently circulating variant. So please take, and this is the way we would also achieve herd immunity. We will be able to reduce our cases and hope that the future waves could also be reduced considerably.
Thank you, sir. Di kong mauri pila ban batai kindiat yangi ba riga haka kenten khasi biang mo mencuga ong ya kata ba balik kalong ka badan kam bangin hak vaccinate but balik kalong ka badan kam ba nginum nget yikini ki kubur hamasya ki ba pengiha WhatsApp ha social media but ngidi ban wat banyak ba daka research ka ba biang ban smuthu ba ka vaccination kalong ka badan kam but umte ban nget bit pila ban batai kindiat ta.
Di kabaning kong pang kini ki kubor mo ba piju ha WhatsApp ne ki message ne ha Facebook hangno ru pemdei ban nget gitu mo lada pidon kam ya ke information pang vaccination ne COVID-19 sumha ban pendon kam ya ke NHM website jong Government of Meghalaya nang ta lada pi kwa ban pendon kam ya ka information na ka World Health Organization ru pila ban pendon kam ya kata ne ka Ministry of Health and Family Welfare jong ka Government of India kini ki dei lightly ki sources ba pila ban pendon kam ba pinyo ya ka information ka ba dei bat ka ba tikna bat ka banum pen kalmar clear ya pi kata ka baning ko ka ba ar pa de sobha ban register na benta ka ni ka vaccination hakano ko por bakini ki vaccines kin 1 poi but kin laban long available na benta jong pi lechim kini ki vaccine na vaccine udei uwe na ki kita ki atiar bala ban ya rab yangi ban prevent ya kanika spread jong ka COVID-19 nang tapat de wat num kulat but long ki pikir ban follow yaki niki precautions kumbangi laju yai pen kan mau kita ki ban sat ki khti ban maintain physical distancing but kumjoru bandeng yaka double mask.
The Kublai Shibun Kong Mauri, thank you very much, Dr. Rajiv Sarkar. The Katu Parlok Nilapoi Shabakut Jokanika program, Ninsay Shempat Yapi, Hakaway Kapor, Nade Daya Karwan Lang, Kaniga de Dudarshan, Kendra Shalom.